Hello everyone, I'm Rotarla Jacilyn Kate and welcome to our group presentation. Today, we are thrilled to take you on a journey through the fascinating world of page layout in Microsoft Word. But before we go and learn about the page layout, let's first look at the buttons we see when we open Word. So let's get started. When using Microsoft Word, we'll notice up here in the upper left, we have some tabs. We have the Home tab, the Insert tab, we have the References tab, and more. And whenever you click on a tab, what you see here changes. This part of the Microsoft Word layout is called the ribbon, and whenever you click on a tab, the ribbon changes to match the tab that you've selected. Let's say the Design tab, and we get the Design ribbon. When you click on the Insert tab, you see the Insert ribbon. Now, the ribbons are divided up into groups. So we have the Tables group, we have the Illustrations group, we have the Media group, etc. On some of the ribbons, the groups that are set up, for example, the Font group here on the Home ribbon, are packed with options and features that Microsoft could not fit all of those options and features visibly in the group on the ribbon. And in those cases, you'll see this little button here. So you see one here, you see one here, and in other places as well. This buttons is Dialog Launcher or Launch buttons. When you click on a Launch button, it opens up additional options and features that again couldn't fit in the space provided on the ribbon. So here, we have all sorts of fonts options. We have advanced font options, text effects, and more. In addition to tabs, ribbons, groups, and launch buttons, we also need to be aware of some other layout features in Microsoft Word. Here in the upper left, we have something called the Quick Access Toolbar, and this is customizable. If you click this button here, you can customize what appears in the Quick Access Toolbar. We have the title bar. This is where the title of this document is displayed. And then over here in the upper right corner, we have the close button. When you're done working in Word, or at least in this current document, you can click the close button and the document will close. Here at the right, we have a vertical scroll bar that you can click and drag to scroll down the page. You can also use the button here to go down and the button here to go up. If you decide to zoom in on your Word document, you may also get a horizontal scroll bar down here. Speaking of zoom, down here in the lower right corner, we have a zoom slider. You can just click here on this bar. So we've zoomed in by dragging this to the right. We can zoom out by dragging it to the left. Now that we've seen these important features, let's go on to the page layout.
Hi, I'm Padua Kimberly. So, not that we saw and learned about some of Word's important features, but what we are going to focus on is the page layout. We are going to learn all about modifying the page layout in Microsoft Word. If you look at the tabs up here above the ribbon, we can easily guess which tab to click in order to find the page layout option. You would just go here to layout. And we have several important layout options here. One of the most important options is this orientation. If I want to, I can switch the orientation of this Word document from portrait to landscape. So as you can see, the pages are wider than they are tall. And of course, we can switch it back. And now, it's back in a portrait orientation. In the same tab, we can also change the size of the paper. Let's say we are going to print using a legal size paper. So I can select that here and it changes the length of these pages. But of course, we can switch it back. We can also work with columns. This is another place where we can change the spacing between paragraphs.
Hi, I'm Kahapisan Chan Lloyd. And we can also work with columns. This is another place where we can change the spacing between paragraphs, and there are some other options to look through. This launch button here, if you click on the page setup launch button, it gives you options for changing the page margins. Right now, we have a 2.54 cm top page margin, and actually, the bottom and left and right margins are also all 2.54 cm. If we don't want to have that big of a page margin, we could lower this too. Let's say we click OK, and once the margins here at the left and right, now they've been adjusted. Now, we're gonna jump back into the page setup dialog box. Now, of course, you probably noticed this. We could have changed the margins here as well. But sometimes, this page setup dialog box is a nicer way to make some of these changes. You can just see many of the options all together and make your choices. We're gonna switch now to the paper tab. Here, we can adjust the size of the paper. And we also have a layout tab.
I'm Edrada Edward Hill, and I will show you the remaining features we haven't discussed yet. Let's start with the left margin indentation. Begin by placing your cursor at the beginning of paragraph you want to adjust. Click on the Increase Indent button to move the paragraph to right, or the Decrease Indent button to move it back to the left. Next, let's explore right margin indentation, which is quite similar to adjusting the left margin. Position your cursor at the start of the paragraph. Adjust the right indent option to specify how far the right edge of the paragraph extends from the right margin. To adjust the spacing, head to the spacing option. Click on the drop-down menu to select the desired line spacing option to apply it to your document. Now, let's talk about the selection pane. It is a useful tool for managing objects in your document. Click here. This will open a pane on the right side of your screen, displaying all the objects in your document. You can show or hide objects, or hide and show all by using the selection pane, making it easier to work with complex documents. To align a picture, simply click on the position. Here, you'll find various alignment options, such as aligning the picture left, center, or right. And you can also adjust the position of the picture by clicking and dragging it to the desired location within your document. Now, to wrap text around an image, select the image, click on Wrap Text, and from here, you can choose different wrapping options such as square, tight, through, behind text, in front text, and edit wrap points. And finally, let's talk about arranging objects in your document. To send an object forward or backward, simply select it, then click on it, and you can choose to send the object forward or backward, one layer at a time, or send it all the way to the back. And there we have it. We've explored some essential formatting features in Microsoft Word that will help you create professional looking documents. Thanks for watching and happy editing.